Hello everybody, welcome back to Wolfeei. Today is the first day of 2024, I guess. Daily December has been over for a little bit now. It was still fresh in my mind, so I was gonna say welcome back to Daily December, but it's January, so hey, welcome back to the channel. New year, same old me. We're not changing, okay? Well, there's gonna be some changes, but we'll get into that later. Today, we're gonna be talking about if Origins players can be in Block Wars. This is a topic that I should have probably talked about in Daily December, as I definitely could have. There were some days where I was struggling with video ideas. I could have probably put this one in there, but you know, let's go right to start the year. Let's discuss Origins in main events for Block Wars, because I know people have been wanting certain people from Origins in the main event, and today we're going to come to a conclusion as to why that potentially will or will not be possible. Starting off, if you did not watch Daily December, there's a playlist of Daily December 2023 that has all 31 episodes in it. If you want to watch it, they're in order. There's also Daily December 2022, also in order of every episode from last, or I guess 2 years ago now at this point. So yeah, you can watch that if you want. Just a little plug, that's about it. Next up, let's get to the things. This is just a post. It's not the specific post that inspired this. This is just the first post I saw that talked about it. Certain people have come up with the idea that just because certain people get good viewership in Origins means that should qualify them for main event. And with the argument of, well, they would get more viewers than this person. They would get more viewers than that person. And as much as that could be true, and probably would be true, that doesn't really matter. Origins in main probably will not happen, at least not the people that you request, which are the good players, not even the good players, the top players who would get like guaranteed top 5 in main Block Wars will probably not happen, at least not in the main Block Wars events. You might see a spin-off in the future where some people are mixed, or where maybe one person crosses over if it makes sense, or maybe the other way around even, where a majority, or not a majority, like small group of the creator players play in an Origins, or the other way around. We'll see. There's no like set plans. We don't plan our roster out that far in advance, okay? But regular main events, you probably won't see the Origins players, or at least not the Colosseums, not the Kalins, not the whatever, right? You won't see those people. Now, previously, you might be like, well, wasn't Sam Dong Fortnite, wasn't It's Eagles Piggles, it wasn't Ameston, blah, 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 whatever. Yeah, no, they were in the event, but, I mean, Piggles and Ameston are still in the main event side. They're just substitutes for the most part. And Sam was removed, not because he did something wrong, but because we had too many people who were good that I was like, we gotta cut it down, okay? I'd rather have someone, because with Sam, I had a deal with him where I said, hey, you get to play, like, just off the jump, you get to play in Block Wars 3. After that, it's done. And he was like, okay, sure, I get that. Because I'd rather have someone have an event where they know this is their one event, they could just try really hard, they can do whatever they want in this one event, have a good time, and then that's the send-off, and then they won't be anymore. Because, and I will get to this in this right box tab in a little bit, we have a lot of people who are good, who continuously already get benched, and if we add more people to that batch, it just wouldn't do anything. Like, it wouldn't affect anything in terms of like them getting in, you know? Here's the entire combined roster, I think, to put into perspective how many people there even are. This shouldn't have any leaks on it. If it does, unlucky. I guess you get to find out that there's a person in the roster. I'm pretty sure every single person here was publicly announced at some point, whether they played or not. And if not, hey, it is what it is. I also tried to clear out some of the people that have been canceled since, like Illumina, who's not on this tier list anymore. But either way, puts it into perspective, quite a lot of people. If you do the math, there's like 14 people per row. There's like, I don't even know how many rows, but there's a lot of rows. That's like 16? Is that 16? There is 16 rows. 14 times 16? 124. Is that correct? I don't know. I don't know if that was correct. Anyways, I was just guessing. Anyways, oh, I guess plus Jimmy, under 25. There's 220 whatever. You know what I mean. 225 people. That's a lot of people, okay? You can understand why we have 2 rosters. Anyways, here. This is the sub list from blockwars 9. I wasn't planning on revealing this, but I guess for the purpose of this video, you might as well know. Also, it's not as if this is going to affect the next event really at all, but this is the list of people that was benched for blockwars 9. Like I said, there was 20 people benched. I don't know if there's still 20 people on here. I know that I tend to remove people from the sub list if they confirmed aren't available to sub. I think this is still 20 though. Technically 5up wasn't on the sub list until the teams came out and he was like, oh, or it was like literally 5 minutes before I was announcing the teams. He was like, by the way, I would like to play. I was like, bit late. But as you can see, there's a lot of good players in here. Force of it, even though they've only played 1 event and they got like 20th, I think, or like in the middle, they're still a very good player, I know. And if they get more events to, like more chances to play the event, they will be good. So good player benched. 5up is pretty good player. He was benched. Oppo's a good player, benched. Cayman's a top player, benched. Stu is a top player, benched. Caboodle, not a top player, but still benched. Ryan, also a good player, benched. Kyle, pretty solid player as well, benched. Mid Mystic, like a lower middle player, like mid player, benched. Jack Notzels is just a substitute. People might be like, why is Jack Notzels there? I invited him to the main roster as a permanent substitute, just in case we need people like last second. This also applies to Space Brownies, who you saw sub in, I think, for blockwars 7 for like half a game. Nuke is a good player, Panky's a pretty good player, Purple's a top player, Rattles is a good player, Radoons is a top player, Parker's a top player, Sandwich's a top player, Callum is a good player, Shatter's a top player, and Yotes Gold is like a lower player. That puts it into perspective. We have a lot of good players that get benched from time to time. Obviously, blockwars 9 is a like big example, I guess. It's not like a very reliable example because the amount of signups was ridiculous, but like if you cut out half of the people on this list, that's what the sub list usually kind of looks like. So there's still good players who already are waiting to play. Adding Origins players like Cal Awesome, etc. to that does not help, so we can't. And the people who you guys request, like Cal, like Kaylin, etc., they're aware because I've already talked to them about it because I was curious on their thoughts. And they are very much aware of the fact that, it's not really realistic. So yeah, that's your answer. Is Origins going to make it to main event? Probably not. At least not for a while, and maybe in a spin-off. That's the only way. And no, Rookies does not count. Rookies is like the event that makes the least sense for an Origins player to cross over. Pride is a potential one where if there's too many people in like Origins that are like LGBTQ and they don't fit, or the other way around, then they could cross over to the other event. But either way, yeah, that's your answer. No, there will not be Origins players in main blockwars events, probably, unless they're substitutes. Or spin-off events, you might see them sometimes, but very unlikely, but maybe. And yeah, also, I wanted to just say this. I have an idea, because someone asked in my comment section, this is not relevant, in the comment section on this video. Do I have my audio turned off? Kind of. Okay. In the comment section here, there was someone that asked. I responded to them. Was it here? Yeah. They were like, will you still make videos before MC36? And I was like, yeah, I will still be making videos. I have a new idea, and we're going to test this out soon. I might even record it today and upload it tomorrow. I want to try to highlight some potential newcomers and be like, what if, like, Feinberg joined MCC, and then the video will just be talking about, other events, performances, what would his strengths be, what would be cool teams. I'd probably make like 5 or 10 teams that I think would work for them. And then from there, the Reddit or the public or whatever could get their own, form their own opinion about these potential newcomers. Because I know some people are just not aware of who these people are, and I feel like it's a fun way to highlight people. So I might just be doing that before Season 4. You might see a couple of those episodes, maybe a week, maybe, maybe like 1 or 2, maybe even like 5. I don't know. It depends on how many people I can think of and how many weeks there are until MCC comes back. I think it's probably going to be like at least 10. But we'll get there. Also, what was the thing about? I want to try to do a, this is just like talking about plans for 2024. I want to try to have a rule for myself with productivity where I do at least one of 3 things every single day on average, which is either make a mogul mail, either make a mogul mail, either stream, or either work significantly on a main channel video. So let's see if I can actually follow suit in this idea I have. I might put it on paper and literally make a note for every single day. I might just do that in a second. I will make sure that I will be more productive, and I'm gonna have to just have a simple rule that I can follow. One, either a mogul mail, a stream, or main channel work every single day, and preferably 2 things. And I mean, it would be great if I could do all 3 every single day, but I don't think that's possible. I'll try to do at least 2, or I'll try at least 1. I'll try 2, 3 maybe. So we'll see. Anyways, thank you for watching. Enough rambling. Happy New Year again, and I'll see you all soon. Maybe tomorrow. I don't know. Thank you for watching. See you later. Goodbye.